Reinventing project-based learning, your field guide in real-world projects in the digital age. Summary of chapters 3 through 5 by Jessica Marquez. Chapter 3, Imagining the Possibilities. What is most important? The first step of project planning is identifying the big ideas, the core concepts and processes at the heart of the subject we teach. Good projects connect directly to students' frames of reference, interests, and experience. Teachers may use books, but only as a reference instead of the foundation. Textbooks become a reference book rich with illustrations and supplying information at the reading and conceptual level of students. What is the big idea? It is important to realize the big idea of what the curriculum is trying to teach. Scan the table of contents of your reading guides, review the curriculum standards, and ask yourself, what is all this adding up to? Wikis. A wiki is a simple-to-manage website that allows users to add and edit content collectively and online from any computer with an internet connection. It is useful for planning and managing a project, whether you work alone or collaborate locally or at a distance. The ease of use and accessibility of a wiki makes it a helpful tool for organizing your thinking and tracking your actions. Planning for rigor and digital age skills. Imagine how your project plan can evolve using the following high-order thinking skills and the actions associated with them. Analyze. Examine, explain, investigate, characterize, classify, compare, deduce, differentiate, discriminate, illustrate, prioritize. Evaluate. Judge, select, decide, justify, verify, improve, defend, debate, convince, recommend, access. Create. Adapt, anticipate, combine, compose, invent, design, imagine, model, propose, theorize, formulate. Essential learning with digital tools and the web. Research. Deep learning with experts, original works, and raw data. Make ideas visible, express ideas creatively. Bringing ideas into the open allows us to talk about and make meaning. Collaboration. Projects invite collaboration, and tools and services abound to help us learn together. Project management. Help students bring coherence to their project with tools that support good project management. Reflection and iteration. Encourage reflection and cycles of improvement. Thoughtful, iterative work becomes excellent work with each revision. Support study or enrichment using open educational resources. Help students tap into shared textbooks, courses, curriculum, and other personal learning options as they strike out on their learning path. Chapter 4, Strategies for Discovery. Reviewing projects. If purchasing a ready-made project plan, be selective. If you are going to make your own project, review other plans first. Pitfalls to look out for when designing a project. 1. Long on activity, short on learning outcomes. If students could learn as much through a brief lecture or by reading about the topic, then the project falls short. 2. Technology layered over traditional practice. Having students research a topic on the internet and then present it in an electronic slideshow is not a quality project. It is a dressed-up version of a research project. 3. Trivial thematic units. A topic cannot be too broad, and the work should be interdisciplinary, collaborative, and rigorous. 4. Overly scripted with many steps. Be wary of over-prescriptive project plans that have many discrete steps. 5. Not enough focus on formative assessment. Assessment needs to happen early and often in project-based learning. 6. Assessment that does not feel authentic. Make sure students have an authentic task or project and an authentic audience for their efforts. Aspects of critical thinking that may frame a project and improve its quality. Compare and contrast, predict, understand causal relationships, cause and effect, determine how parts relate to the whole, systems, look or change over time, identify patterns or trends, examine perspectives and alternative points of view, make a well-founded judgment or informal decision, extrapolate to create something new. The best projects share important features. They are loosely designed with the possibility of different learning paths, are generative, causing students to construct meaning, center on a driving question or are otherwise structured for inquiry, capture student interest through complex and compelling real-life or simulated experiences, are realistic and therefore cross multiple disciplines, reach beyond school to involve others, tap rich data or primary sources, are structured so students learn with and from each other, call for iterative work with cycles of feedback, reflection, and revision, have students working as inquiring experts might, get at digital age skills and literacies including communication, project management, and technology use, get at important learning dispositions including persistence, risk-taking, confidence, resilience, self-reflection, and cooperation, have students learn by doing, connect students with an authentic audience, or allow public sharing of what they know. Design your project. 1. Revisit the conceptual framework. Make a final list of learning objectives for course subjects and allied disciplines. Decide on the specific skills you want to address. Identify learning dispositions you want to foster, such as persistence or reflection. Establish evidence of understanding. 3. Plan the vehicle, the project theme or challenge. And 4. Plan the entree into the project experience. Chapter 5. Making assessments meaningful. Project-based learning. Project-based learning is personalized learning. When PBL is truly open-ended, then each student or team approaches the learning experience in a unique way. During projects, students go through a progression of activities, questioning, investigating, making sense of what they discover, asking more questions, and doing more research until they emerge with new understanding. Authentic assessment in PBL. By taking advantage of assessment opportunities throughout the project cycle, you help students learn a great deal more than if you leave assessment to the end. Assessing along the way. Formative assessments let you tap into students' thinking so you can adjust the project, address misunderstandings, or give effort in new directions. At the end of a project, PBL teachers have two main purposes for assessment: measuring student learning in a summative way and evaluating the quality of the project so it can be even better next time. To assess students' learning at the end of a project, summative assessment, teachers might grade against a rubric, present a performance task, give a test, or ask other teachers or subject matter experts to help them evaluate the work. Plan for summative assessment. By working in an iterative way, shaping your learning goals, evidence, and project activities in response to one another, you end up with a cohesive plan. Objectives. What will the student learn through this project? Evidence. What would they need to demonstrate to show they learned? Activities. What approaches might they take to go from not knowing to knowing? Selecting project assignments and performance tasks. PBL tasks and assessments should integrate knowledge and skills across multiple content standards or strands with a content area, reflect a real-world task and/or scenario-based problem that requires students to accomplish complex goals. Tasks should be multi-stepped and allow for reflection and revision. Represent content that is relevant and meaningful to students. Measure capacities such as depth of understanding, research skills, complex analysis, and identification, providing of relevant evidence. Allow for demonstration of important knowledge and skills, including those that address digital age skills such as critically analyzing and synthesizing information presented in a variety of formats and media. Require student-initiated planning, management of information and ideas, and interactions with other materials, and use a variety of tools and techniques in doing so. Require production of extended responses such as oral presentations, exhibitions, and other scoreable products, including more extended responses which might be revised and edited. Allow for multiple approaches to developing, organizing, and expressing ideas. Tasks lend themselves to multiple solutions and/or solution strategies. Allow for multiple points of view and interpretations. It is the quality of support that is marshaled in support of a position, not the particular position taken, that is important. Require scoring that focuses on the essence of the task. Scoring is across multiple categories uniquely matched to the primary content and process claims, as well as targets identified when the project was designed. Plan for formative assessments. Set milestones. Milestones are interim assignments or check-ins that mark phases of activity. Plan check-ins. After setting down milestones, look at the timeline again and plan a system for regular team or individual check-ins. Look for other progress markers. Keep your eyes open for ways to tap into and guide learning. Assessment options and tools. Brainstorming. Use brainstorming to draw out what students know and care about, or to generate creative ideas and directions for inquiry. Tools to use: whiteboard, digital whiteboard, and mind or concept mapping software. Checklists. A checklist shows major milestones and work products against due dates. Tools to use: Google Forms, Evernote. Coffee talks. Coffee talks, sometimes called mini lessons or workshops, are informal small group sessions a teacher holds to provide differentiated attention of varying kinds. Concept maps. Use concept maps to show ideas and relationships between ideas. Tools to use: Lucidchart, Prezi, Mindomo, Bubble.us, Mind42. Exit slips. Use end of period exit slips so students can process, reflect on, and report their learning. Tools to use: Paper, Padlet, Google Forms, Twitter, Poll Everywhere, Today's Meet. Interest inventory. Use an interest inventory to bring out students' interests and concerns and incorporate these ideas into the project design. Tools to use: Google Forms, Poll Everywhere, or other survey applications. Portfolio. A digital portfolio can include plans, outlines, journal reflection, drafts of work, pictures, sound recordings, and communications with others. Tools to use: Edmodo. Project logs. Project logs guide students' efforts and communicate progress. Tools to use: Wiki pages. Review protocol. Use review protocols to structure examination of students' work. And here is the APA citation of the book. And that's the end of my project. Thank you.